Hey, it's Mark with Cedar Falls Farm. I'm down here at Huntington Beach State Park, and we're going to shoot a video showing all about the park. Going to ride through and see all the sights, and I am here at the entrance, and we're going to do a complete ride through from check-in until you see all the sights and some of the amenities. So you can see the park hours are 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., but they do have a gate code, so if you're out late, you can get out and unlock the gate to come in. You can see the cost for admission here. For adults 8, seniors are 5, that's South Carolina seniors 65 and over. So if it's late in the evening, you actually check in here. We'll stop in here for just a second.
Thank you. Have a good evening. You're welcome. Hello.
Hey, just a couple of quick questions for you. So we're here at Huntington Beach State Park. I came in probably about 5:30 the other night, and I actually checked in here.
Okay.
But during normal hours, you don't check in here, right?
No, you check in at the gift store.
Okay, so you go down here and you turn right. The gift shop is on the right.
Right,
You'll
that's
check in
very-
there.
that's right. Very
All right.
good.
Thank you,
You're
ma'am.
very welcome. Have a good day.
You too. This is a very beautiful park. It's large. A family founded this. I can't remember all the history. I should have done that before coming out, but guy from up north built a small castle here on the island for his wife. I believe she had breathing problems, and the fresh salt air did her good. So if you notice the sign over here to my right, feeding alligators prohibited by law, there are gators in these waters. You do not want to get in the water here. See the sign here? Do not feed the gators. There's a lot of bird watching goes on down here, nature watching. You can see the tide's out right now, and there are a lot of oyster beds over here on our left. I did see a gator swimming over here on the right the other day when I was coming through. This is a huge park. There's, gosh, I guess somewhere close to 200 campsites. Look at a pink bird down here. Pretty cool. I will come back up and we'll go out this road over here to my left. I want you to see where you would go coming in to the park if you did not check in back at the main gate. Again, I was late the other evening getting in here. It was close to 6, and the camp store was about to close where you'd normally check in. I've heard that the family actually still owns this, a trust, and it's leased to South Carolina State Parks. Not certain on that. So here's where you would come to check in, camper check-in, RV parking area. You pull in here, and they have these angled parking spots along this area here. They have an accessible ramp over here. There's an electric charging station. The building's elevated here, so you have to go up the steps or the ramp to get to it. And you can see directly in front of me, hopefully I've got this set right, but the north campground is 1 through 133 and south is 134 through 175. I will ride over here real quick. This is the ice cream store. I haven't been in yet. I was told they hand dip ice creams. I don't eat ice cream a lot. I really love it. I try to watch my sugar intake. Over here is the small castle or chateau. I have not been in it yet. May do it tomorrow. If you're camping here, it's only $2 to go in. I would like to see it, visit while I'm here. Hopefully the sun is not washing it out where you can't see. There's I think this is the number 2 beach access here. I'm not going to ride up there right now. Nice playground and Spoonbill's ice cream parlor right here. We will ride down real quick to the south campground. And the south campground, the campsites have pads on every one, concrete pads. They are all 50 amp. It's full hookup, so you have 50 amp power outlet hookup, and you have water and septic hookup. There's also a bathhouse, convenience center, and laundry down here, if I'm not mistaken. There's the front of the castle and the grounds. And that takes you out to, Brookwood, I think it is, Brook Green. There's no access to the public coming back in that way. I think it's Brook Green Gardens. Could be wrong about that. They have a festive Christmas program over there. These sites are pretty much right on top of each other. They're decent sites though. But if you enjoy talking to folks in the campground, you get a lot of opportunity here. This one section here is sequential. We're at 138, 139, 140. You can see the concrete pads and the full hookups. In the north campground, you'll see that we have odd numbers on the right and even numbers on the left in most of it. Convenience center. Passing by 149 here, 150, 151, 152, 53, 54, 155 is the last one on this side. And if you like a little privacy, this would be your site. There's a trash and recycle drop-off. And we start at 156 over here. Passing 159, 160. $163 on my right, 164, 165, 166 directly across from the bathhouse, and beach access beside 166. A very short distance out to the beach, probably not 100 yards to the water. 167, 168. 69, 70, 71, 72, 73 with the Catalina, 174, and 175. This one offers a bit of privacy as well, because you have your outdoor living area over here to your own self. Okay. There is no dump station down here because they don't need one. So when it's time for them to leave, they just take off. I will try to include a picture of the map of the two campgrounds here in the video, so you can pause and take a look at it. Grounds are well maintained here. Okay, before we go up to the south or north campground, we're going to go back up here and go out by the nature trail all the way out to the end where there's another beach access, bathhouse picnic area. And there's actually a trail near my campsite. I'm on 108. That trail cuts through the woods and comes out near the Sandlapper Center. On my right up here is the parking area for the observation area, nature viewing area. You can park in there. There is one good accessible site over here to my left, right here. Places you can park bicycles. We're going down this road here. It's about a mile down. And we're along the causeway and the marsh over here, tidal marsh. I've noticed a lot of trees down. That's probably from previous hurricanes. When Hurricane Helene came through, My wife and I were just up probably about 10 miles at Myrtle Beach State Park camping, and it was not that bad. So here is the nature center, and there's boardwalks and all out here. I haven't been inside yet. To our right up here, this is Sandlapper Pond Nature Trail. We'll pull over here. Hopefully we can take a quick look at the map. I hope I have that where you can see on the camera. Again, you do not want to get close to the water's edge in these places. And if you're walking dogs around this park, do not walk your dogs by the water's edge or these backwaters. It's okay along the ocean, but anywhere you have these marshes and ponds, expect to see alligators. I do appreciate there's a lot of nature around this place. And if you like to walk when you're camping, there's a lot of places to walk, even along the roads. A lot of people do that. This lady coming here with a dog. You can see the sign here, use caution. Alligators live here. One of the park workers back there, I wouldn't want to be walking out there by myself. This area down here is a popular area for the surf fishers. There's a nice sized parking lot. And if you have your surf fishing carts, it's easy to take them out the trail. Scared the bejesus out of me, lady. Here I am talking to everybody and not paying attention. I'm actually running 15. I think the speed limit's likely 10. It is in the campground anyway. Maybe a little more out here. $20. Okay. So that's North Beach access there. parking area, nice sized parking area. When my buddy Dean and I came up here the other day, this was probably 95, 98% slammed packed. It was, we decided that we would not be fishing at the north area. We went back and cut across in the campground and had plenty of spots. Just a word of advice: if you want to stay down here at Huntington Beach, and you like staying in the fall, you're probably in luck if you try to book next fall. There's still a few sites open. If you want to be down here in the spring, you're probably out of luck. This is a very popular place. I think one of the beauty things is it is very beautiful here, but also if you and your family like to do things like at Myrtle Beach, it's 25, 30 minutes up, straight up 17. It's not a long distance, it's just a lot of traffic. Surfside Beach is about 15 minutes away. Pawleys Island's not far. Murrells Inlet, 5-10 minutes up the road, and that's kind of like the seafood capital in South Carolina. Great restaurants. There's guide services there if you like to go out offshore fishing or even inshore along the tributaries. I am so glad I bought these microphones and this new DJI Osmo 5 camera, action camera. The remote mics come with the fuzzy covers to help block the wind sound, and I've been very pleased so far with the videos I've done using these mics. I thought I had it connected when I did a video a while back in the Takeuchi skid loader. Unfortunately it wasn't. It was very loud in there. But the pickup on these mics is really good. It's my first experience with DJI equipment, and I'm very pleased. Another entrance into Sandleper Pond Nature Trail by the bus parking area. I'll tell you, coastal South Carolina is beautiful with all the old live oak trees. Live oak trees keep their leaves year round. You can see there's Campground right through there, and I'm just on the other side of those campers, very close in. The area that I'm camping in actually is a very wooded section. So unlike the south campground where we were just at a few minutes ago, where it's really open with all the pads, I'm in the middle of the woods, and I like that. especially if it's a hot day and you have shade. All right, we're back up here by the causeway in the nature viewing area. Yeah, this is a great place to ride bikes, great place to walk. Just spend some leisurely time. If you love the beach, there's easy access to the beach all through the park. We're going to be turning left up here to go to the North Campground. I do want to show real quick, right here ahead of me there are 3 dump stations. So when you're coming out, there's a nice place to turn into to dump your black and gray tanks. These are the trash and recycle stations. Entry is through the front. I'll show you the back side. You walk through, you can see they have recycle bins here, and there's 4 dumpsters. Raccoons are really bad in the park, so do not leave any trash outside. Ask me how I know. All right, here we are in the North Campground. So there are a lot of sites, well, I say a lot in this area that have septic. So 1 is here on my right, 2 is here on the left. So as we go through, you'll see odd on the right, even on the left. And this area, you have some shade. You also have some sun. You have grassy areas behind you. And if you're in this section, you're going to hear the ocean, especially if you've got your windows open at night. Through here on my right is access to the ocean. There's another access just up a short distance. It's where Dean and I went through. So this is 10 on my left, 11 right, 12, 13, 15 on the right, 14 here, 17, 16. There's a small picnic shelter over here. 19 on the right, 18. I think I'll pass. 21, 20 on our left. Alligators through this section, don't want to be out there. 23. 25, nice little site. Trail to the bathhouse. 27, 24 on our left. 29, 26. 28 here to my left. 31, 33, and there's another beach access. Okay, let's take a quick ride out to the beach. Hey, how's it going? Right. More gator water.
A little windy out there.
Yeah, very. Okay. So this gives a good view of the beach. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but this is access number 6 here. You can see that certainly, but you can see red signs. Those are emergency life rings, and there's a sign beside it. Down through there in the park, and there's more up the beach. The next one up about 500 meters is where Dean and I were fishing. I'm not going to go walk the beach in the wind. Cute pup. All right. So all of the beach access are basically the same here. Although the next one down has a wooden bridge that crosses over this. It's kind of marshy down there. You can see the sign here in front of us, use caution. I stay away from the gators. I don't bother them, they don't bother me. As I said earlier, there's a lot of nice places to walk here, a lot of nature to be seen. Some you try to avoid. I'm not a fan of gators. Okay. Parking for the beach access. 32 here. 34 where this vision is at. 37. There's 6 or 8 places here in the rustic tent area. It's in the woods. They're just primitive campsites that you can pitch a tent in. My seat's getting all twisted and it's not comfortable. 39 on our right, 36 on our left, 38. I like that little Scamp fifth wheel. They're pulling it with a Honda Ridgeline. 41. There's 43. We're going by and we'll pull over. A lot of people use Starlink. I've actually got a Starlink Mini. It was just delivered today. .44, 47 on the right. That's my friends here, Phil and Cindy. From Fountain Inn. We'll come back around to this. 49 on the right. 51, 48. 50, 53, and 55 there with the road light. .52 and 54 here. 57. 59. 56 on the corner. 61 on my right here. 58. 63. 65 with the micro light. 60 back there is a bathhouse, and 65 here, 62, 64, 67 here. These are padded, accessible, and they have sewer hookup. 69. Here we have a sewer hookup, and this is on 66. 71, 68. This is Camp Host here on 73. And here we have 70. See if I can get this seat straightened out. I just dropped my notebook. When you reach a certain age, you keep a notebook with you. I don't know why I have a used ticket. T2C for France. Okay. All right, that's not going to work. So we'll just put up with this uncomfortableness for a few more minutes. I don't know that there's a 72. I have not found 72. Maybe we'll see it at some point. All right, 74 through 88. '74 to our right, 76, 77's vacant. You can see they're not huge, but they're decent. 79, 78 here backs up into some trees. 80, 81, 103 here. 82 to our right. 85. 84. 87. 86. 88. All right, we're going backwards for a minute. All right, 89 through 102. So here's 89 on our right, 90 right here on our left, then 92, 91, 93 with the Pinnacle, and it has a sewer hookup. 94, 95 is a campground. 96 campground host. 98. These seem to all have sewer hookup. 97. 100. This one does not have a sewer drop here. 101 on our left. 99 there. And this should be 102. It is. Okay. The layout's kind of funky here. It's not extremely linear. I don't know, maybe they added sections as they went. So we'll pick up 103 just shortly down here. Back to the rustic tent area. Here's 103 on the right, not a bad one. See, we're getting into the wooded area now. 105 on the right, another with the wooded area. 104. Here's the other side, Sandlapper Nature Trail. It's telling you it cuts through. I do want to go through that. Might do a separate video or a pin one in this. It's 106, 107 here on the right. 108, that's my site. If you've seen my reviews, you've already seen my camper and truck. 109 on my right. I like this site, it's not huge, but the way it's situated, if you like to say hello and greet people, you sit out here, you get to see everybody that goes by. 111. 110, 113, nice and wooded. You can see cars back there. The nature center is behind it. 112, this is where Dean and Becky were at. 115, another nice wooded area. 117. 114, another good site. 19, another good wooded site. Here's the bathhouse, backside of the bathhouse. We can access here. Accessible is on the other side, across from where Phil and Cindy were at on 46. 121, another nice wooded site. Deep woods behind it. 123, nice deep sight. 116. All of these, every side up here, 125, every side up here is 30 amp throughout this entire section. The north campground, 118, 127, very nice deep sight. I would love that one back in there, secluded. 120, 128, 129, 122, 130, nice sight. 132, excuse me, 131, 124, 132, nice deep sight. 126 and 133. So that's pretty much all of the sites here. I want to go back to my site now. How's it going? Fantastic. Hey. So I know some people have different likes and wants and all, but for me, this is camping on the more wooded area. I like that much, much better. Yeah, I can't. If you can see that seat, you can know why I'm like, oh, that thing is like not male user friendly. But this was a nice ride around the park, let you see all of the sites that are out here, get a good understanding for the layout. It's so crowded though with people on, I didn't want to ride into the sites and take a look. There's not a lot of vacant ones. But just going through, you can get a good idea of what would work, what wouldn't work for you. If you have something that's like 20 feet long, you're going to fit in any of these. Most of these back here in this wooded area are pretty adequate. If you look at a map or download a map online, you'll be able to see the amenities by site and get a good idea of where you would want to stay when you're down there. But there's really not a lot of bad sites down here, and you need to book early. If you want to stay at this park, you really need to book early, because I'm looking out a year already to get reservations. So I think that's going to be a wrap on this review of the park. I might try and insert in here a quick trip over to the beach. I'll go back and put it in. So hopefully you will have seen that by the time I publish this. So if you would, please give me a like on this, a thumbs up, and also subscribe. Cost you nothing to subscribe, and it really helps me on the channel. So that's going to be it. Thanks, everyone.